Louder!
And it's time for the Gore N More podcast.
Gonna have a good time.
Gonna have a good time!
Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
We're going on now.
A ball break, walking hand in hand in the moonlight. We'll be the sweet soul there. I swear we'll never part.
We're going on now.
A ball break, running in the sand, feeling alright.
And what's up, Gorehounds? Welcome to the Gore N More podcast. I am your not-so-mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, bringing this shit show in as always. However, I do not bring this shit show in alone. For with me as always, and let's see what do I got this week. For with me as always are my serendipitous searchers of the Sasquatch. Yeah.
Nice.
Starting off with the daddy himself, that dark lord of knowledge, Mr. Chad Chrisman.
What's up, bitches?
Yeah. We have the Duke of the Dead, the host with the ghost, El Scuba Cara, Mr. Steven Vasquez.
What's up, baby?
And that meat mountain, the killing machine himself, Mr. Bobby Amone.
Bringing in the wood. How you doing?
Oh, yeah.
It's a redwood.
Yeah, it is. Today is June 27th, 2022. And, well, we have a furry episode for you today. Mhm.
I like that
But
one.
first, as always, we're going to talk about what the fuck we did. And seeing that we're actually all four of us here today, today, as it hasn't been the last couple weeks, Chad Daddy, actually, sorry, Scuba, if you could please.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for your
Thank you, Scuba.
Man, I
Chad
wish I could
Daddy.
hit those notes.
I know, dude. I'd have to punch myself in the balls.
I was just saying, how
Try
tight
to
do you have to
get
make that
tired.
underwear for that?
You
man?
can't see what's
Oh.
going on down here with these when I do it. That's all I'm saying.
Dude, if Mel pops up, bro, I'm just gonna.
I was just,
applaud
yeah, I
and
was just thinking the same thing. Like,
what's up, Brody? What's up, Ben?
Brody,
Welcome.
Ben.
Chad Daddy, if you could though, how are you? How was your week, bud?
Not bad, like I said, the wife and kids are on vacation right now with my in-laws. I had to stay home with the dog once again because my dad couldn't watch him because he's leaving for Arizona tomorrow. Actually, he leaves tomorrow.
Noise.
Yeah, so he's going to have a little vacation, so I had to stay with him, stay with the dog, and it's just easier for me to stay than to waste money on a kennel and all that shit because
Fair
that's
enough.
expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
Especially
And
if
you
you
have
want a good one.
Yeah, and you have to book months in advance anymore. So, unfortunately, I have to sit here, but that gives me time to, do a bunch of shit around the house and, watch some really shitty movies. I watched the new Beavis and Butthead movie.
How was it?
Oh,
It was fucking hilarious, dude. I
Yeah.
loved it. I laughed. And the part that made me laugh the most was this, probably one of the dumbest parts, where they're on the space station and they point the telescope to the sun and they, they both burn their fucking eyes looking at it. And I laughed so hard at that scene specifically, I couldn't help myself.
I'll have to give it. It's on Paramount Plus, right?
It's on
Yes.
Paramount Plus. If you have Paramount
I'll
Plus,
give it.
definitely watch it. I really enjoyed it. I also watched the new Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness last week with the wife.
Woo! Yeah, Chad Daddy's finally in.
It was good. The best
Red light,
part,
baby.
the best part was fucking Bruce Campbell's Pizza Papa, because Pizza Papa always gets paid.
Say the Papa always gets paid.
There's a
I love that scene.
there's a deleted scene where it's like Doctor Strange has not seen the last of
Yeah,
Pizza Papa.
I saw
Oh my
that.
god!
So yeah, it was pretty good. I feel like they really did Wanda dirty in that movie, though. I didn't
Yeah.
like that aspect of it.
Really? I loved it, dude.
She should have had some kind of redemption, and she should have been able to live through it. I mean, she probably could have lived through it. We don't know the specifics of any what they have plans for her
I was
character.
gonna say nobody. I never actually took it as she died. Spoiler alert. Whoa.
Well, she
Dead-
dropped a mountain on herself, but
Yeah, but dead isn't always dead.
But dude, we're
Yeah.
talking multiverse shit, dude. She
Yeah.
could easily transfer her
Yeah,
consciousness.
unless you're like
to a
Iron
different-
Man.
Yeah, you know what I
you're-
mean? Like
yeah,
the
yeah, you're not
possibilities are
dead.
almost endless, dude, with comic writing.
right.
And, like, I don't know. But I'm glad you got to see it though, man.
Same.
Like
It was good, but it and I'm really glad that all the theories about it and all the cameos were completely
We're wrong.
I'm so glad
I
they were wrong.
was and wasn't. Because there was stuff that I still wanted, but
Well, I thought Tom
understand.
Cruise as Superior Iron Man was a bit of a stretch. I had a feeling that wasn't going to happen.
I wanted it.
I wanted it to happen. I did.
I wanted
just thought
it.
It would have been cool. I thought it would have been
Right.
cool because when I saw what if Avengers would have happened in the 90s, and in that trailer, Tom Cruise was Iron Man. I was like, oh, that would have been cool to see. Like, had they made this movie in the 90s, I was kind of hoping he would have been Superior Iron Man.
That's fair. But
I like what Ben said there on the side note, by the way.
just saw mom.
Yes.
Oh, I hate that it's mom. It fucking throws me off, dude.
It makes sense, though, because it's her maternal instincts.
But don't.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
True that.
Well, let's see, what else did I do? I watched actually one of Brody's favorite movies the other night called Hardware.
Yeah, he was talking about that.
What's that about? I apologize. I'm sure we have. But I'm brain farting.
So it's in the future. It's like post-apocalyptic, and there's these scavengers that find parts to a robot. They think it's a maintenance robot. It turns out to be this highly sophisticated prototype for a assassin robot, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah.
And it comes back to life and starts rebuilding itself. I was a little let down by it.
It's a dialect.
And Brody did say that he was disappointed in the lack of violence in the movie too.
When did this come out?
90.
Gotcha. Where? All right.
But it was all right. I'd probably watch it again. I definitely wouldn't pay the outrageous price on the Blu-rays that it's going for.
Do I dare ask?
Yeah, I gotta wonder now.
Check eBay, because I know a sealed copy is going for over 200.
Holy
What? Oh, so it's not even in production.
It's been out of print for a long time.
Word. Well, I
But
mean,
yeah, but like I said, I've been doing a lot of that. I hung out with Mr. T.J. Bowser on Saturday. We went to a comic book shop.
Shout out to the boss man.
Spent the day looking through some comic book boxes. We had a good time. We each got a nice little stack of comics. I got some old 90s Avengers West Coast, Spider-Man, Wonder Spider-Man.
Nice. Yo, that creepy ass basement you guys were in. I totally dug the carpet, and I finally figured out why. It is very similar to the color pattern of the Shining carpet. Yes.
I didn't even notice.
I was going to say something, but
I'm sitting there and I'm like, it looks kind of like the Shining carpet, but it's not. I know it's not. And then I'm like, that's probably why I dig it though, because it's literally the same oranges and like red tones and like
The only thing that sucks about the comic book store is it's not air conditioned, so it's the same temperature is inside, if not higher than outside. But they have fans. Yeah, it was a little uncomfortable.
Yeah, but that basement probably had that musty stank from all them old comics.
No, it wasn't really that bad.
No? Oh, I'm surprised. All right.
Most of the comics were.
Apologize for
they're in like really good condition, so they weren't.
Fair enough.
But yeah, anyway, I've droned on long enough. Lord Scuba Cabra, what have you been up to, buddy?
Well, last Monday I wasn't able to join you guys because it was my grandmother's 93rd birthday. And
Happy birthday, Granny.
We spent some time with her, and I actually didn't go to her dinner. I could have been on the show, but I was so drugged up on pain pills because, shocker, my back went out again like it did last year around this time.
So you were hurting pretty bad this week.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
I was leaning to the side, like every time I stood up straight. It was a mess. Luckily, though, the girlfriend knows physical therapy techniques with my foam roller, and I am 100%.
Whoa.
Yeah, she helped out so much. If it wasn't for
Shout
her,
out to Mel.
yeah, I'd still be leaning to the side and stuff. And so just hung out with grandma Monday. Didn't really do much all week, just kind of just chilled in bed and just, trying to get my back to get back to normal. Went to the movies on Friday, went to go watch the Elvis movie, which I don't know if you guys know this about me or not, but I'm a huge Elvis fan. I have his favorite food tattooed on my arm. I have the Taking Care of Business logo and a flash on my arm as well. So I was very iffy about this movie only because, like I said, I'm a huge Elvis fan.
You didn't want to do him wrong.
I didn't, well, not just that, I was going off of the look. Austin Butler looks nothing like Elvis.
yeah.
But let me tell you this boy did such an amazing job. He spoke just like Elvis. Like if you closed your eyes, you could not tell that this was somebody acting as Elvis. It sounded like an interview with Elvis. He
Really?
did so great. He had the moves down. I still say Bruce Campbell's the best Elvis ever. This was a
Hell yeah, Bubba Hotep. What up?
So yeah, Mel and I went and did that, and then I worked, and then yesterday hung out with Kaylee and Anthony from 50 States of Terror. We went over for dinner, and then we watched the movie at their house. So they sent in a fan vid, which I'm excited for because I did not watch it, so I don't
We
know.
are all excited for it.
I don't know what they said. I know the opinion on the film. I just want to hear, you know,
Right. Hey,
Think of the
exactly
devil,
what's
and there she is.
what's up?
Hey,
Hey,
Kate.
the devil with blue eyes.
Yeah.
But that was it. And then today, I was at the water park, like literally till about 30 minutes ago, and then now I'm here with you boys. Bobby?
Yeah.
Well, my week was, it was working last week. That was pretty much it. Really, not much else. I was busy. But this weekend on Saturday, I had a little Jason Voorhees shoot with Janie, also known as Glow Ghosts, on Instagram, and we
Nice.
got quite a few damn good shots as me as Jason, as her as a victim. So I had that going Saturday, and then I went out to dinner with my one friend Saturday night. And then Sunday, yesterday, me and my girlfriend and a couple other friends of ours, we went to a cidery and we're drinking like beautiful alcoholic cider all day long, and it was wonderful. Oh,
There you go.
it warmed my
Anyone
heart.
anyone else picturing Bobby with like a sweater tied around his neck drinking
Yes,
cider?
just drinking cider.
I had
out of
my
a
pinky.
fancy
Up.
cup.
Man, my head.
I had
went
my-
nowhere.
I
all
had my
went with
pinky up.
was- See, I was thinking of Bobby in the afterthought of like he was dressed up like that, but now he's in the bathroom with sweat on his brow because he's shitting his brains out.
That was before I went to bed and when I woke up to go to work.
Right.
That all came
Talk about-
later.
Listen,
And
that
it,
is the
it was
best
like this was
natural
like
cleanse on man. Like, people that go by those cleanses and shit, nah, man, just drink cider.
Yeah.
Drink
Yeah,
like a
seriously,
half a gallon
no.
of cider, you will be fucking clear, bro.
But oh god, yeah, seriously. But that was yesterday, and me and my girlfriend also watched this movie last night, and we both, I mean, we both. I don't want to ruin it, but we both really liked it. But we'll talk more about that for this movie. But I did also want to see because Lord Scuba just said it now. Listen, Brody,
Ceremony.
I can do it if I got to do it. I'm not proud of doing it, but I can do it. Okay.
Pompous hip ceremony.
But I do also want to see the Elvis movie that Lord mentioned. My drawback, I haven't seen it just because I haven't seen it yet. I didn't have time. Was that he
Same.
didn't look like him? But so now I'm just hopeful because you say he sounds like him. Like, okay,
It's so good. And it's almost 3 hours long, if not right at the 3 hour mark, because the viewing we went to was at 9:20. We got out at 12:30. So
I think that's the longest Elvis movie they've ever made.
and
Mo-
there's supposedly a 4 hour director's cut, which I'm all for.
I mean, yeah,
wanted
I
more.
because a lot of the
4
Elvis
hour?
a lot, yes, 'cause
Snyder cut.
a lot of the
Right?
Elvis movies stop at a certain point and they never finish his career.
Oh, they
Or
finished
they-
his career.
All
They
you
went
need-
they went
'cause-
through everything. There was some stuff that was left out.
Yeah,
So wait,
I'm
wait.
sure.
Do we get Fat Elvis?
We do.
Well, I mean, yeah, we
All
have
right,
to.
that's all, bro. Right?
We
Like
have
Fat
to.
Elvis. There's a difference between young Elvis and Fat Elvis. Absolutely. Like,
And-
those are
and it
completely different
It
people.
shows like his basically his downward spiral once he was in Vegas and what occurred that kept him in Vegas instead of going on world tour like he wanted to. And it's sad, man. I mean, I've known the stories, you know, you hear it, but actually being able to see it on the big
Right,
screen.
right.
There was a couple of things I didn't like. Like they threw in some like hip hop songs at the beginning that kind of took me out. Yeah. There's like a Doja Cat song and then another version of
I mean,
like
I
in the
do
ghetto.
love me some Doja Cat.
No, I do too, but it just felt so out of place. But then I was like,
yeah.
you know what? Okay, cool.
Okay.
But it was just, I don't know. It was weird.
Oh,
Kind of took me out, but then I was right back in.
that's right. I
Nice.
forgot Mr. Brody Kane saw it too.
Yes, Brody, that I cried when they did that transition because that is one of my all-time favorite performances by Elvis, being that it was his last live performance. The way they
Oh.
transitioned to it, I was in tears. Like Mel looked over at me and my face is completely wet, just crying.
So
Like,
you mean to tell me they went to Right to Unchained Melody?
Yep.
Oh dear God.
yeah, it was.
I was
It
gonna
was.
cry.
You know what the sad part is about 2 weeks or whenever that last show, my
Mhm.
father was supposed to go see him about, I think we were supposed to see him August 16th.
Yeah.
And
man.
next thing on the news,
Yeah.
Elvis died. He's like, fuck.
Yep.
He had the
Oh,
tickets and
shit.
everything. But I'm a big Elvis fan too, and so is my father. So I'm like, I gotta go see that because I know it would be like, oh, we need to go see that. So I want to go see it too.
It's great. It's a great
yeah.
film.
But so I'm gonna. Me and my girlfriend got a couple things we want to go see. But that's enough about me. Mr. Johnny D, and you're
Yeah, buddy.
crying, Kaylee, you're crying over Bigfoot. I mean, I would too.
No,
I
she
mean,
said
I
was
would-
crying over.
He's a
Bigfoot, which,
fur
hey, that
ball.
was-
We all love
you know
fur
what?
ball.
I would too, man. Whatever.
But
He lost his baby.
John, give me your rundown.
So let's see. I did the normal grind, just fucking working all week, blah blah blah. Enjoyed the pool all weekend because it was just hot and humid as fuck. So there was definitely in that. I will say, and I understand it's a small win, but my boys here already know. But I'm still gonna fucking say it.
Yeah.
Saturday morning, I officially hit 299, and I am
So
very
fucking
proud
proud
to
of
say
you, bro.
that. Like,
Fucking proud of you.
I know I'm not going to weigh myself just yet because I know I can easily just inflate right back over to 3. So I'll give it a solid week next time, and then by next Saturday morning, I'll do it again just to make sure. Hopefully, I'll still be in the 290s.
But
yeah, man, like,
listen,
I know.
You're in
So-
the 2. You're in the
Right.
2.
Yep.
So that
Yep.
was the first goal was 300.
Right. 'Cause
And-
sorry, but right there, that's the motivation. You got 2. Now you want the 2. That's,
Oh, dude. If I guess, like, honestly, like, long-term sight, I would say, like, if I can get down to 220, I don't know if I'd really want to get lower than that, but I guess we'll see when we get there.
That's my goal. 220 is my goal. I'm 20 pounds away.
The lowest I've ever been in my entire adult life was 238. And I felt like I was tiny as fuck because I was in a large shirt, dude. And I was just like, this is weird.
I feel that.
But you know what? The wife's helping me out with this. I got you guys. I got some other friends that are giving me encouragement as we
Fucking
go. So,
Brody.
jeez. Yo, so Brody, funny enough that you said, that's how I hit that 299 mark, bro. I went and did a 6.5 mile jog / walk. And then, hit the men's room. And then I hit the scale. And I was like, yeah, baby, 299.6.
You'll
Suck
get
that
there.
dick.
Say your goal is 220. Mine's 250.
No,
I think I'm at
right
like
now,
280 something right now.
So right now, I'm going to go in smaller consecutive. My first actual goal after this is 275 for Monster Mania. The way I have my fucking food thing that I'm logging every day and shit. It's got this, it's saying like I should probably hit that by the end of July, like July 27th is my like tentative goal date if I stay on
Okay.
what the fuck I'm staying on. So I'm like, well, fingers fucking crossed and dicks too. Let's see what we can fucking do for Monster
Probably
Mania.
cross dicks too.
That's right, just to be safe. So other than that, got a nice it was kind of nice. Kiddo was camping with the grandparents all week, or for most of the week. So the wife and I had some nice, just quiet household for a good couple days. So we actually hopped out and did a middle of the week date night, which never gets to fucking happen.
All right.
So we went out just to a nice pizzeria that we liked, and then we went to see fucking Top Gun Maverick because everybody's been saying how amazing this movie is. And everybody is correct. This movie was fan-fucking-tastic, and I loved it, dude. I'm not even a Tom Cruise fan, but holy fucking shit, dude. Like, it was fantastic. It was great. So much so that I ended up starting to watch Top Gun, the original one, on Amazon just yesterday because I was like, well, now I need it. I haven't watched it in like 25 fucking years. So,
Yeah.
But holy shit, did I forget so much. And then realizing that pretty much the sequel is almost a complete copy of the first 15 minutes of Top Gun. So, yeah. Oh, somebody's sneaking in here. I think we got the boss man in our chat. Yes,
All right.
I will be on an episode of LCE coming up this Friday as well, my first one. So, and we're doing Turbo Kid, which I've never seen, and I'm very fucking excited to watch.
That sounds like
So,
it's going to be
great
a great movie.
Yeah, I've heard
It's a great movie.
awesome things.
I've never, yeah.
But Top Gun was fantastic. If you haven't seen it yet, go out and fucking see it. That's something I'm not gonna lie. My brother-in-law got to see that shit in 4DX, and I am fucking so jealous because I could only imagine how awesome that was. You know what the 4DX is, right?
Yeah, with the moving chair.
Yeah, that's the moving chairs and the fucking like
Oh,
steam and the
that was
strobes
fucking
and
badass.
Oh, okay.
he
That's
said he's never done it before and he thought it would be gimmicky as fuck, dude. And he's like, when I came out and he's like, I had the hardest fucking boner, dude. I was like, yeah, you just wrote Top Gun the ride, man. Like, what the fuck? It was so good. And then, like I said, man, swam all weekend and then got to watch this fucking movie, which is honestly, it's kind of a back pocket favorite of mine now. It's not the first time I watched it, and it definitely won't be the last. But let's fucking talk about what we're here to talk about today. And he's on my shirt. Woo! So, Scuba, because you are our what did I say? How did I say oddities expert? Would you like to take it away and say what we're discussing this week?
Today we are discussing Exists with a S. Released October 24th, 2014. For 5 friends, it was a chance for a summer getaway, a weekend of camping in the Texas Big Thicket. But visions of a carefree vacation are shattered with an accident on a dark and desolate country road. In the wake of the accident, a blood-curdling force of nature is unleashed. Something not exactly human, but not completely animal. An urban legend to come to terrifying life. A Bigfoot seeking murderous revenge of the death of its child. Directed by Eduardo Sanchez, The Blair Witch Project and Altered. Written by Jamie Nash, Altered, VHS 2. Eduardo Sanchez, Book of Shadows, Blair Witch 2, Altered. Produced by Robin Cowie, Blair Witch Project, Altered. Jane Fleming, Lovely Molly, The Quest. Andy Jenkins, Altered and Lovely Molly. Mark Ordesky, The Lord of the Rings film series, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, The Beginning. Bobby, take it away with our starring.
Wait. Why is Kaylee saying let's not play her clip?
Oh, you definitely have to play it then.
No,
Yeah,
we're playing the clip.
We're
Yeah,
playing
and
the
you
clip.
can't
Play
say
it.
we
You have to. You
can't.
can't
I
say
haven't heard it. I
Listen,
haven't
you
loaded
put it
it
in.
up
You
yet,
can't
right?
say. You can't say no. It's you got it. It's got to be played. That's just the rule, Kaylee.
Sorry, Bobby, go ahead, man. My bad.
I'm working on it. So, starring Dora Madison Burge, Friday Night Lights, Chicago Fire as Dora. Chris Osborne, The Vampire Diaries, The Originals as Brian. Roger Edwards, Freelancers, Captain Phillips as Todd. Denise Williamson, Cherry Bomb, Dark Places as Elizabeth. Samuel Davis, Machete Kills, Cabin Fever 2016 as Matt. Brian Steele, Predators, Lost in Space as Sasquatch. And Jeff Schwan, Sin City Exterminators as Uncle Bob.
Oh, poor Uncle Bob. We love that guy.
See, but I think of Uncle Bob and I think of Terminator 2. Uncle Bob.
Right? And he was an ex-Terminator, so.
Exactly.
I don't think it has anything to do with it.
Chad, take it away.
Music by Nima Fakarara. If I'm saying that right.
Fuck
If not,
away.
Wakarara.
Detroit Become Human and Survive the Night. Cinematography by John W. Rutland, Paranormal Activity, The Ghost Dimension, and ABCs of Death 2. Just a little side note, guys. I also watched a movie called Without Warning on the weekend.
Okay.
Cinematography by the great Dean Cundy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, shit.
I watched a Cundy movie. Edited by Andrew Eckbald, in true fashion, Blood Brothers, and Andy Jenkins, Killer Instinct, The Eliminator. Makeup and effects by Weta and also by Spectral Motion. We all know what Weta does in Spectral Motion.
Is this Killer Instinct the movie or is this Killer Instinct the
It's
game?
the movie. Yeah, it has nothing to do with the game.
Okay. Well, you threw in Detroit Become Human, so I was like, ooh, is Chad Daddy throwing in game voices here? Like, all right.
Yeah, they did some. There is a few people on here did do video game voiceovers, but I didn't go into the backgrounds of that.
No, that's fine.
Distributed by Lionsgate, runtime of 86 little people, MPAA rating of R, budget no fucking idea, and grossed 413,000. It didn't have a big release.
So
fair.
It should have made less than that.
Was it the?
Wow.
Scoops did not like this film.
I had a feeling. That's why you didn't want to say anything.
Well, we're at the discussion.
So that's it. Now
Unload, Scoobs.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
go ahead, Scoop.
I'm watching this movie, right? And so, I love found footage films, and I was super stoked when I watched the trailer, and I was like, oh shit, it's a Sasquatch found footage film. And I was just so fucking let down. I don't know if it's because, I walk around with cameras all the time when I'm on my investigations, and I'm like, okay, why the fuck would you be holding the camera like that? Why are you still holding the camera while you're being drugged away by fucking Bigfoot? Why? Like, there was just so much, like one of the shots Kaylee pointed out was when he's consoling, I don't remember who's consoling the girl or something, and he's holding the camera, and he would have had to have been holding the camera like this while he was hugging the girl. Like,
wait, was that the boyfriend's, or was that his brother's sister? Or
girlfriend?
Brother's
Girlfriend. Yeah, he's
Isn't
hugging
that,
her.
No, he set it up. He put it
No,
down.
he was holding the camera. It wasn't on the table. It was upward, like if he was holding it in his hand. So there was just certain things that I didn't like. I I get why Bigfoot was pissed. And I kind of called that kind of towards the beginning of the movie because Anthony was like, well, that's not how Bigfoot is. Like even like, you know, the main cryptozoologist, they you know, Bigfoot's a you know, docile creature.
I will debate you on that, Steve.
Well, no. You don't have to debate me. I'm not the one that said it. Anthony said it.
All right,
So
I'm like Anthony on that.
I'm like, okay, cool. Like I see that, you know, and so then I'm like, well, maybe they like killed his baby or something. Because here's the thing: when you're driving through Texas, and I don't know how it is where you boys are, but when you're driving through Texas, deer run across this fucking streets like it's goddamn Frogger. Okay.
Yep.
When you hit a deer with your fucking car, your car is destroyed.
Yeah.
So I thought to myself, if they would have hit Bigfoot, that fucking car would have been non-fucking existent. It wouldn't have even fucking put a dent on Bigfoot. So I
thought that too.
Maybe they killed its baby. Maybe it was a little Bigfoot baby. So, you know, Bigfoot's doing this thing and, you know, terrorizing everybody. I did like the look of Bigfoot. He looked fucking gnarly.
Can I ask you? All right, I apologize to interrupt. I just want to ask you a question. Did
What's
you
up?
take this as a male or a female? Because I took this as a mama.
Okay, so that's what I said at the end of it was maybe it was a mama. But the only reason I didn't was because when we finally got a full view of Bigfoot, Bigfoot didn't have titties.
Nope, no Bigfoot titties.
You're right.
So,
But
so maybe it was single daddy Bigfoot.
So I'm only going to go with this perspective of because you're in Texas and anybody that knows anything about the Bigfoot, like anything about it,
yeah,
there's different there's supposedly
there's
different kinds
breeds.
of Bigfoot.
Yeah.
So the ones in Texas, Florida, like Louisiana, southern states are usually a little bit more like orangutan. Like they're not as bulky, like Patty would be, and they're usually way more aggressive. And that's been in so that's why I don't think the aggressive thing is necessarily even still with killing the young.
But a lot of
given
those
that species.
But you got to remember, a lot of those species, they're smaller than what the actual Sasquatch is. You know what I mean? Like the skunk ape.
Right.
You know what I mean? But this was a Bigfoot. This was Sasquatch. This was, you know.
See, I felt this was more skunk ape, which is still like the same. Yeah, because Bigfoot is more like 8 to 9 foot. This was like a solid 7, which is like skunk ape territory.
Yeah,
skunk ape's like 6 to 8. I know this is going totally different. Like
no, but that's
we've got nothing but time. I don't have much.
No,
discussion. So this falls into the general discussion.
I'm happy to hear this.
I gotta say I don't know much about Bigfoot. So
or a different breed, then of course, you know, then that it explains the aggressive nature. It explains why Uncle Bob didn't want to go back to begin with, was because he encountered this creature before and he was violent. Different species other than a straight up Sasquatch. Okay, maybe. I took it as this was Bigfoot. This was Sasquatch. I didn't hate the setup for the movie. I hated the way it was put
executed.
Forth. Yeah, it was just executed poorly, man. Like I didn't really feel for any of the characters. I was just like, die, hurry up and die, just fucking die. Like you're
damn.
But and like I said before we started, all those motherfuckers were from Austin. You could tell right away.
All right, so Steve has a little bit of fucking edge already in there because he's like, fuck.
Yeah, because I'm like, fuck these guys. Like, fuck you. Like you're god damn. It was so. And so Kelly was like, "Is that a Texas plate? Did we see a Texas plate?" And so we're there and we're like, "Oh yeah, it was a Texas plate." Yeah. These are fucking Austinites. Like these are fucking like you know. And so we're just like, you're annoying. You're fucking annoying. I hope you fucking die. Another bitch of mine, because I do the paranormal investigations. I know how long fucking batteries and cameras last.
Yes. Okay. I will fully agree with this because as someone who loves and has fucked with GoPros a lot. Yeah.
We never see him change a camera.
And unless he's got like these all plugged into the generator somehow that we magically never fucking see. Like, how are these always running?
But
because
Bigfoot
they only
took
have
out
a
the
4
generator. Remember?
Well, no. But even like the first 2 nights, even the night cams at longest time, you're only going to get 4 hours out of it, maybe 6, depending on like. Yeah, no, I agree.
And so that kind of took me out, and I'm like, okay, this camera is lasting way too long. maybe you have maybe you set up a battery pack with it, an external battery
Possible.
pack or something. But then I'm like, okay, how long okay, we're going on 24 hours already. There's no fucking way these cameras would still be fucking working.
Now,
And
my
like I
dude,
said,
the dude did come prepped. He didn't show us this whole thing, but that dude did
he
have
did have a
a
shitload of
lot
stuff.
of
He
fucking
did.
shit.
He had a lot of
So
gear. And
it's
I was like,
possible.
man, I want one of the cameras he has with the fucking green night vision like that. I want one of those. And so I was just like, man, I was excited for one because it was from the director of Blair Witch. My daughter just watched Blair Witch because she was like, Dad, I want to watch something that's scary, and all these movies that have come out, they don't scare me. And I'm like, watch Blair Witch, which for us is not a scary movie. When I watched it, it scared the fuck out of me. So I said, watch it. She's like, what's that? I was like, just go watch it. No explanation, no trailer, no nothing. Watch the movie. She watched it and she was like, holy shit, Dad, that was so good. And I was like, oh, well, there's a part 2. Like, it's not necessary to watch part 2 at
I never
all.
watched part 2.
Same.
It's all right. It's not good.
Yeah, it's not great. But she ended up watching all 3 Blair Witch movies and was like, I loved it. Like she was into it. So when I saw that it was Blair Witch, I was like, okay, this is gonna be cool. It's a Blair Witch Bigfoot kind of mix a movie. And it just, I don't know, it just did not work for me. There was some cool things that I did like, which we'll get to when we get to our questions. But I don't know, man. The actors just weren't believable. They
Damn, man, I feel exactly opposite of everything
I
you're
don't-
saying right now. Man.
I don't know, man. And like I said, there's wooded places in Texas. I mean, we're not like some barren ass state.
I'm not gonna lie, dude. Like the woods in the movie looks like shit that's right around my area.
Yeah, and I
Like,
mean,
so I couldn't
yeah,
tell. Like,
it
I've
does.
never been to Texas. I wouldn't.
yeah, I mean, in East Texas has shit like that. That's the hill country. You know what I mean? So, and that I called that right away.
East Texas,
Yeah,
so.
I called it right away. I said they're in the hill country. They're and they got to be in East Texas somewhere. And they finally said they were, and I was like, okay, cool. I don't know, man. It fell flat for me. I wanted to be more excited watching the movie than I was. But that's just my take on it. Let's
That's
hear you
fair.
guys.
Well, yes, hey, Chad, Bobby, you guys have never seen this movie before.
No,
No,
and
have not.
I went in with low expectations because I'm not really a huge fan of found footage to begin with.
Fair enough.
I mean, some of them are good, some of them aren't.
it's
So
very.
I went in,
It's usually less than more for sure.
and the only problem is almost all of these found footage films, they're all predictable. You know exactly how it's going to end. You know what's going to happen, and case in point, same thing happened here.
Jesus, man.
Baby Squatch,
You're my little
baby sass. Are you a baby sass?
I'm a baby
Baby
sass.
sass.
But yeah, going into it, they're driving along. It's like, okay, they're either going to hit a Bigfoot or a baby Bigfoot. It was kind of predictable there. The character, the archetypes, of the characters themselves were pretty predictable as far as, there's a stoner, there's the token
of
black
course.
guy, the dumb bimbo that actually wasn't blonde. She was redhead, but she was,
Can I say this though?
sure.
Is it archetypes or are they legit just like? Because that's honestly like, I've been in that group of friends. I've been Brian.
I've
Clearly.
seen that group of friends.
Yeah.
I've-
Dude. Like,
I don't know.
Look, I've
In
definitely
life-
been part of it too.
In life,
yeah.
it's just groups of friends, but for movie's sake, it's it's the archetypes.
right.
But I did enjoy it. Like I said, I went with low expectations, and I feel like it delivered on some of the scares. Like I was telling you guys, I messaged you while I'm watching it, and it also didn't help that there was a thunderstorm last night while I was watching it.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
that would have been awesome.
It was a thunderstorm. I was just me and the animals, no kids, no wife. So there was no distractions at all, just me. And of course I had the lights off because I knew it was going to be dark in the movie and I didn't want
Yeah.
the lights in the room to distract. So I turned the lights down. And there's a couple parts where I actually thought, maybe I should go up and lock this fucking door.
Okay, I need a sidebar real quick. I want
Go ahead.
John and Anthony on Bigfoot 2 episode of Somewhat Supernatural.
That's fine.
We'll do another episode
Anthony
of
and
Bigfoot.
Kaylee, I think, is going to have me on their Bigfoot episode. Maybe. Unless they don't want me anymore.
Yes, yeah, one point.
You
She
didn't
has
like,
it at
you
one
like this movie and they probably didn't. So yeah, you're done.
Right?
You're-
It's
you're-
possible, dude.
you're
I
out.
also
see the
explain
debate.
why I like
I
it,
just
though.
want to sit back and just sit there and listen to you two talk about Bigfoot.
It's going to be such a nerd off, dude, on Bigfoot knowledge. It's going to be ridiculous.
But no, it should, like me and Bobby said, I don't know shit about Bigfoot, so I really don't know much
Right.
of the lore going into this. I know there are reported instances of them attacking people, them throwing rocks, things like that. I have read stuff like that. So I feel like that was probably true to some of the stories. But I really like the scene where he's trying to break in. That's really where it came to. I was like, I gotta walk that fucking door because there could be one on my porch right now because I live almost in the middle of nowhere. I got woods all around me.
Right? Is that why you were like, I needed to fucking lock the door, dude? No wonder
Yeah.
you're by yourself and shit. I'd get that. Hell yeah, dude. So,
But yeah, I mean, like I enjoyed it.
so I'm gonna say for me, dude, like I generally enjoy cam footage film. A lot of them are crap, dude. But some of the good, some of the ones that are actually like put some time into are really well. I enjoy this one. I feel like from the 2014 of especially like GoPro heightness, that really worked well with me, especially the whole like dirt, like flipping bikes into the pond. I've been in there. I literally hung out with that group of friends doing that shit. So that's why for me, I'm just like, oh my God, fuck yeah, dude. I was this close away from meeting Bigfoot, apparently.
Bigfoot was watching me smoke weed. Yeah.
Right? I would have smoked weed with Bigfoot. Fuck yeah, dude. There you go.
Could you imagine if Bigfoot was a stoner?
There's a movie out there.
By the way, I saw several. I was before the show. I was doing research, trying to find more behind the scenes stuff, and I was reading a lot of reviews. And quite a few people called it the single Sasquatch the movie.
What was it?
Remember those? Messing with Sasquatch. Remember those?
Oh,
old
Messing with
Jack
Sasquatch,
Slater
the movie.
commercials?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay.
Kind of, but you're fucking with the baby at this point.
Let me ask y'all a question real quick. Just ask a question.
Yeah.
Do you think Bigfoot kept him alive because he tried to make contact with him? Why didn't Bigfoot kill him when
I don't
Bigfoot
know.
owned everybody else? Do
Because
you
I
think
think
it was because he
Bigfoot
was
originally,
trying to?
I think Bigfoot originally thought it was dead, or thought he was dead. You're talking about Brian, right? At the end.
Yeah.
So I think so the Sasquatch was moving around its face, slapping it, screaming in its face. You know what I mean? He wasn't moving. Then dragged him away to the body pile where he was keeping everything. And then when it woke up, it probably realized, you know what I mean? Like that's when it was just shoving it into the baby's face and stuff like that before Uncle Bob showed. I don't know. Like I think it just assumed he was dead already.
But even
So-
after he wakes up,
Why didn't he kill her?
why didn't he kill him?
Because I don't know, dude. That's why I took it as a mom. Only because like she was rubbing it in his face of like, look what you fucking did to my child.
Maybe
I mean,
because
could be a dad too. Could be either way.
maybe because he was the only one that felt remorse and apologized for it too.
That's
Maybe
true.
he actually
Like,
did look
he
at him
will-
and say, "I am sorry."
Because
I
like,
was thinking the same thing. Sorry to cut you off.
No, go
I was
ahead, go
thinking the
ahead.
same thing because think about it as a parent. Like, listen, your child suffers. We all want to see the person who did it to our child, if they did it, suffer. At the same time, you're a parent. You lost a child. Another parent losing a child is nowhere near as it's like fuck.
yeah, dude. Like
She
this
probably
is
had that thought of like, yeah, you cut my child, but I got your friends. So
I mean,
now you learned.
let's be honest.
It's
this is
like
just
it's like yeah.
even though this is a
that's-
horror movie from this aspect, if we just flip the script and make Bigfoot our hero, this is a revenge film.
Oh yeah, fuck
Yeah, it absolutely. Oh yeah, it certainly
Bigfoot
fucking
is a
is.
crow.
Right. Well, I was thinking, yeah. I was thinking like Commando or something. Like good kid, well, anything. You know
took,
what I mean? Like,
you
whatever,
took my
dude.
kid. I'm gonna take your fucking.
Yeah,
soul.
yeah, yeah.
Collateral
But yeah, I mean,
damage.
Yeah,
if what
there
we're-
you go.
but if we're and what Anthony said is true, it goes to the intelligence of the creature. If what we read is true, Bigfoot's not a dumb animal.
No.
That- yeah,
And
yeah.
they're okay. So that's what goes into the whole debate of Bigfoot is like, obviously if they exist or not, and if they exist, how come it isn't local knowledge? What is the reasoning? Why would it be a reason to keep it silent after all these years, after hundreds of sightings per fucking year all around the fucking world? Why?
I
There's something.
Big,
There's,
the Bigfoot Illuminati.
there's
that-
something
and I
deeper than
also-
that. Is it just the creature? Or is it something more? You know what I mean? And that's a huge debate alone on that.
in the humans part of that thinking, I think that's also just because people can't accept certain things, and there's just people that just don't want to accept the fact that there is something that's like that. Because when we think of mammals, or let's just say gorilla type, I'm not a Bigfoot person, but just follow me here. You see something like, say, you see it in the zoo. Oh yeah, that exists. You see something that's captured, you could see it, something like that. Think about it. Oh yeah, that exists. You think of Bigfoot, it's this whatever humongous animal that could do ungodly things. What's the first? No, that doesn't exist.
And you know what the best part is? And I liked how so when the one girlfriend was giving the brothers shit about, like, she was like telling them straight up, like, fuck off, like, fuck you guys. Why would you do this? Yo, here's my problem with this. If these guys were straight up honest, even from the get go, and they're like, listen, my Uncle Bob doesn't use this cabin anymore because he thinks he saw a Bigfoot, they would all laugh their fucking asses off, just like they did in the entire
that's
fucking
true.
beginning of this fucking movie.
That is very true.
Regardless. So I will say I hated that fact, but at the same time, that's exactly how people would act. Because people would sit there and shit in your fucking face until they, you know what I mean? Until they are in that situation, and then they're gonna fucking eat it.
It's kind of like when someone you see, like, say you have a weird person in your neighborhood, and someone says, "I saw them doing some shady shit," and let's just say you could care less. Like, no, you're exaggerating. You see them on the news the next day, it's like, oh shit.
Well, and here's another problem that I have, because you saying that brought this to my head, and it just fucking popped out right now. Never mind, I fucking forgot.
It just popped in there.
It
Oh,
just
popped
in
out
there.
there.
It popped in and then it popped out. Oh no! Oh, okay. Remember. So let's say, fellas, the four of us are going on a camping trip.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, gay camping.
Yeah, right.
So we're going on a camping trip, the four of us. Okay. We're going somewhere we'd never been before.
Okay.
Are you just getting up and going?
No.
No, I
Or
want
are
to hear
you gonna
some-
actually? But are you actually gonna tell a friend or a parent or somebody, hey?
Well,
And they didn't tell anybody. Nobody said
Okay.
a goddamn thing that they were going camping to this cabin where nobody had ever been before.
Now, you're talking to 37-year-old Johnny, and my answer is yes. If you were talking to, like, let's say 21-year-old me hanging out with these friends, yeah, probably not. It would probably
You wouldn't have told
Dude,
anybody, not your parent.
homie,
Like,
no, dude. You know how many times I randomly just was like, I'm gonna go to New York City, and then me and friends would just fucking head down to New York City for a whole
then
fucking
I guess
weekend.
that's just the
and then-
fear that my grandmother instilled in me, because up until I got married, I was even after I'd be like, Grandma, I'm going here. Grandma, I'm going there.
Yep, I'm with Scoobs. Yeah,
Like,
I wouldn't-
no,
wouldn't have
dude,
been
I
able to find
never-
my mom.
because I was always taught, like, just tell me where you're going. I don't care what you're doing. Where are you? So there's always something happens, I can find you.
That's what my mom always said too. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a
So it
respect
just-
thing. I always
and
told
she-
her.
for me-
it was
And being from Texas, it's a Texas thing. We fucking say where, I don't get why we didn't tell anybody where we were going. What? No,
Yeah,
how?
actually, Kaylee said
It's-
it right
it
there
makes
in her comment. But young women would have told at least 3 people. That's definitely true. Oh, we're going camping with our boyfriends or something.
Well, in my regard, fat people are harder to kidnap. So, I mean, I didn't really have a hard time going through life worrying about it. That's just my, So,
But real quick, because I didn't
Speaking,
really say
since you
about
brought
the
that up,
movie
you
or
know,
not.
I would have to say, since if this would have happened, let's say this happened to us out in the woods, I'd be like, Bigfoot, just kill me because my ass ain't running.
Yeah,
I ain't running. Fuck it.
I might have gotten on the bike. I wouldn't have been able to go that fast, but I
All right,
might have gotten on the bike.
Listen, for the record, then, if it's the 4 of us, if I'm alive with one of you, I'm putting you on my back and I'm running like Rambo. We get caught, we get caught. If we don't get caught, I'll tell you right now, I owe
Take
you.
me. We'll be like Master Blaster.
I'll be like, let's go.
See, like, I was thinking I would. Now, granted, these are kids. Like, I mean, this is a kid who was like, I never had a shotgun before, but I played paintball. It's pretty much the same fucking thing. All right, you're.
It is not.
Get the fuck out
And
of
they
here.
never reloaded the
not.
gun. They never.
No,
not
he
one
did.
No, he
motherfucking
did.
time.
No, he
he
did.
did.
Yes, he did.
When he
with the
no,
last
if you watch
shot.
No,
every time-
twice. He did
no.
it twice.
right before he'd take the next shot, he would always forget to reload it until he had to take that next shot. I've noticed that every time.
And he would say
Yeah.
the shells are not coming out. The shells are not coming out. Why
Yeah,
are
he
they
said
not
that
coming
one
out?
time. He said it that one. And then you're wasting shots shooting at nothing in
3.
the fucking woods.
Wasted 3
Mhm.
shots out of
And there
7
was only-
bullets that you had total.
Yeah, 6 or 7, whatever it was. Like, what
I'm
the
pretty
fuck,
sure it's
dude?
7.
Like, god damn. I was.
What the-
Which also, the first fact, you pointed that shit right at us. Oh, it ain't loaded. Oh, shit is loaded.
Okay, so the one thing that really got me is when they're hiding in the cellar, and Bigfoot just rips through the door.
Yeah.
I would have been just sitting there laying in wait, waiting for fucking Bigfoot
Yeah.
to stick his head through that
So-
hole, and then bam, right in the head.
On top of that, and this is just me, if this is going back to the question of the 4 of us and we were stuck in this situation, And granted, we guys are, we're kind of cinephiles, I would think a little bit, like maybe not as much as some other friends. But dude, I would think I'm like, yo, we're going to go the edge. Everybody start making sharp sticks and fucking find a rock.
Start fucking poking shit.
Yeah, dude. You know what I
Army
mean?
shuffle,
Like,
whatever.
right. Like, get that basis. If this fucker's going to bluff charge you, which if bluff charging is the thing about Sasquatches where a lot of time it's a fake out.
Yeah.
But
Gorillas
this,
do
like,
that too.
Right, exactly. So when it came through like the fireworks, like, you know what I mean? Like, not that he knew it was fucking rumming through the fireworks, but that would be a perfect like setup for it. It's running straight at you. Problem is, this thing's a way more intelligent creature than like a bear. You know what I mean?
Why wouldn't you go to the cellar in the first place? You know something's out there. That would have been my first, fuck it, guys, let's get in the fucking cellar. Like, what the fuck? I just,
See, now
so
me, I
frustrating.
feel like, personally, when they saw the car fucked, that's when they were all just like, grab our shit and let's all just walk as a group. I feel you would have had a way better chance that first day getting out of there as an entire
thinking
group.
The same thing. Like, if you're out there, you're by the car where you stopped. Stay on that fucking. Just go. Don't think about it. Go.
And also, here's my question: how far off from the main road were they? Because they took a shortcut through the woods, and it took them an entire day, and they still didn't reach it.
Well, I think that's because Brian kind of fucked that up, and he thought. You know what I mean? I think that was one of those things where you think it's a shortcut, but then it's actually like they got turned around in the woods. I could be wrong on that. But I mean, Uncle Bob found them pretty quick too, though.
Yeah.
So
yesterday, Kaylee said they should have gone straight to the basement and home aloned him.
Exactly.
They should have done there. Like, fucking on the stairs, put thumbtacks or some shit on the fucking stairs and fucking just home alone his ass.
Dude, this is a camp. I guarantee there's like there's like cast iron cookware there. There was a fireplace. There had to be an axe there somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, that was another thing. Oh, so my wife brought that up. She's like, how come none of the other people like weaponize themselves like with anything?
Because they're from Austin. Because they're from fucking Austin.
There's Steve's answer.
Fucking pussies. That's
you know what? No, I accept that. So, all right. I think we got our general like how we all feel on this movie.
Well, yeah, I'm like Chad. I'm not a Bigfoot enthusiast like you two gentlemen, and obviously Kaylee and everybody else. I went in on what John said. Like, I think this is a good movie. I think you guys will enjoy it. I went in and enjoyed it. And when I first watched it, I did avoid like some of the you could have done this, could have done that. But I still think this is a very good movie. I will 100% say that. But I will say, as we've talked, we again, I think of we just said it a million times, the four of us, for God's sakes, we would have came out swinging and probably have won because we're not Austinites.
Well, I don't know that we would have won. We
listen,
would have got our asses
tried better.
Yeah,
we would have
but we're not from Austin. We got a little New York, a little Texas, a little Jersey. You're gonna tell me we can't win this shit?
Listen, I mean, we're gonna go Billy and Predator. You know what I mean? We're gonna go out on a log, be like,
listen, I'm gonna be out there with that fucking bow.
Kill me now.
I'm gonna be out there with a bow and arrow. Like, let's just go.
Bobby, I'm from Pennsylvania. We're more well armed than most countries.
That's true. Oh yeah, I forgot you're in Pennsylvania. He's New York. He's Texas.
So,
yeah, there you go.
So we know how we all feel, and I feel like we're pretty good. But how about the Saucy Aussie himself?
Yeah, let's get
let's hear what he's got to say.
That's all well and good, boys, but Katie's cutting in. Snip fucking snip. Well, heady fucking duty there, folks. It is I, your DKB, here back for another episode of Gore N More, and this week I'm here to talk to you about Exists. Now, I've not seen this film before, so it was really good to go in with an open mind and suss this bad boy out. Yet I am familiar with Mr. Eduardo Sanchez's previous filmography, and it was really cool to see him come back to his director's trademark and use the POV shot in this film, especially with modern day cameras like your GoPro, etc. And I will just say that the POV shot was actually really good and useful for this film. I kind of feel if you had brought in cranes, tripods, all that shit, dollies, it wouldn't have been executed as well as this film definitely showcased throughout the whole entire film. It really needed to be grounded, especially with this story and its structure, the characters themselves, and I feel that these cameras really make you invest in with the characters and that character development. Obviously, because when you see them get taken out, the camera's on them, so you're kind of in the moment with them when they're about to die or get taken away by Bigfoot. So I think he does that well, and it was really good to see him come back and do that. Now, the characters themselves are Brian, I will just mention, douche of the movie, even though he survives at the end. Should have died because he's just a downright dick. Stole keys, he knew what was going on there. Didn't believe his fucking uncle, you know. And I mean, Bigfoot's coming to fucking take your life, so he picks up a camera and starts filming him and his friends. What the fuck? Give him a hand, barricade the fucking window and door so Bigfoot doesn't come in, or at least pick up a weapon and stab that motherfucker in the eye. Don't be sitting there filming the cunt. Fuck me. Dickhead. Stupid character fucking choices in this film. And I'll also point out one more character fucking choice in this film that was absolutely stupid. Had me fucking growling at the fucking TV screen, and that was when, I can't think of the actor's name, but it was the black guy who had the gun. And he thought it was a good idea to start shooting at Bigfoot, throwing rocks at him in the middle of the goddamn night. It's like, motherfucker, settle the fuck down. You are not in the ghetto now doing that shit. Pull your fucking head in and save your shotgun shells. And then, to elaborate on that even more, before Brian goes into the fucking Sasquatch fucking den, he gives him a bullet and hands it to him and goes, this is our last one. It's like, as if to say, use it wisely. But cheek on this cunt. It's like, you just used them fucking 5 down the fucking road there earlier. What were you shooting at? Goddamn nothing, you fucking silly prick. Pull your head in. Anyway, as you can see, I'm really invested with the characters because I was saying this shit at the TV. Now, what's my fucking train of thought? Look, the story itself, it's your average Bigfoot story. It's nothing really new. It's nothing, it's nothing really fresh being brought to the table here, but it works. It's entertaining. I was entertained by the end of it, and I kind of like the use of daylight. I like how they use daylight throughout this film. And by the end of the film, the whole design of Sasquatch, like I said, we get to see him. It was really cool to see. I'll tell you what I actually really did like is that whole tunnel scene, the Sasquatch den, Bigfoot, Sasquatch, whatever, with Brian, and he's got the shotgun, and we all think it's him, and he pulls the trigger, kills it. Turns out to be Bigfoot's son or kid, whatever the fuck it is. And you kind of feel in the moment, you're like, God damn, Brian, you really are a prick. And Sasquatch, or Sassy, needs to really fucking kill you. So that was really cool how they sort of pull and play with the emotions right there and then, especially when Sasquatch is like making him look at the fucking hole. Like, this is what you've done to me, my fucking kid. Fuck you, check out your friends. So that was really cool to do a standoff moment. Anywho, yeah, it was a great film. Nothing really to rave on about, but it was fun from start to finish. Gore N More score, I'm going to give it a 3.2. Anyway, this is your DKB signing out, and I look forward to hearing what you guys have to say about it, and I'll catch you motherfuckers next week.
Thank you, Brody.
That was a fun review. He nailed it.
Yeah, he
So
nailed
question.
that one.
Now he's got me thinking, but that was,
The
I did not
shotgun
take
blast
that as,
shoulder. That was
yeah,
a shoulder
okay,
shot on the
thank
shoulder.
you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Because that's
They
what I took
killed
it as. I was
the
like,
baby at the beginning.
at the
killed
beginning, right?
That's why
it was,
that fucked up. There was very little blood.
which,
That's
okay,
what killed the baby.
question, you know what? This actually brings up a great question. When they're sleeping in the car after they find the hog the first night, and they hear the howls from the Sasquatch, isn't that at the, like, you already have the idea that there's Bigfoots there because of your uncle, right?
Yeah.
So you already have a creeping suspicion. You're pretty fucking sure now, right?
Yeah.
Are you
Why
staying?
don't they just leave?
You're in the car. They could have
Leave.
just bounced.
Leave.
Again,
you
if
know
that
what,
was
guys?
if that was the four of us, I know one of us would be like, I really don't think we're going to be
See-
going to that cabin.
Here's
See,
the
I don't think the
problem,
baby
though, is
died.
that
I don't think the baby died right away. I think when we heard those
the crying,
howls,
and,
the crying, that's when
it
the
was
baby
morning,
died, and that's when Bigfoot was like, "All right, you motherfuckers, it's game time."
and yeah. Now I'm not gonna lie, man. If I heard, now this wasn't the normal like whooping that you always hear about, supposedly with like Sasquatch and stuff. This is obviously like morning, but
Right.
I feel like if I was with Scoobs, I'd kind of want to be like, yo, man, you want to kind of go investigate a little bit?
Yeah, no, and I would.
Yeah, like,
I don't like, hey, just the off chance we. But okay, here was another thing just fucking irked me. He watches the footage. What did we hit? He watches the footage, and you clearly see fucking Bigfoot. You clearly fucking see it, and he didn't say, "Holy shit, guys! Look what it's a fucking Bigfoot. We hit Bigfoot.
Nope.
We should probably fucking leave." Like,
or at the very least, he should be like, "Hey guys, didn't think this would come up, but now might be a good chance to tell you. My uncle doesn't let us come up here because he thinks Bigfoot is here, and it's violently aggressive."
Like, honestly, okay, so this is just me, but once again, you guys know I'm into the Bigfoot shit. So if we were going to a cabin that we're not supposed to go to because that's the reason, I'm fucking telling you that's the reason why we're going, because, like, dude, Bigfoot's here. Yeah. We're going to go hang out at this cabin because Bigfoot. Right. Like, it's not. We're going there.
You'd be going against Bigfoot, and I would be like this. Like, there's no fucking book in the basement, is there?
Yeah, and that's
that's
Evil Dead.
That's what I'd be worried about.
As soon as I saw the fucking cellar door, I'd have been like, "Nope, let's go." Right?
We're
like, wait.
I know how this woods with a cellar. I like both my hands where they are. Let's fucking go.
And this is what
I like my girlfriend not possessed. Like, I'm good.
This is my problem. I'm that dude. I'm that person in the movie that's always got to be like, huh. I mean, I showed you guys that picture of that random red balloon that I found in the middle of the winter, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And my buddy Joe was giving me shit, not Gala, but another one. He was like, why did you even go look at it? I'm like, because I was curious, dude. He's like, that's how you get kidnapped, man. I'm like, you're not going to kidnap me. I'm too big, dude. Like, it's too easy.
Look, it's fine.
I'm like, but it did have those weird coordinates that went to some, like, the Rock of Gibraltar or something fucking like that. And I was like, all right. This is where I get fucking poison darted and woke up on a fucking plane halfway across the fucking world. Brody, shit you not. We have a dead ass mall, like most malls, and there was a red balloon out in the middle of the winter tied to the guardrail by itself, and I was like, what the fuck? So I went inside because there is a girl that works at the theaters and she does cosplay as Pennywise. So I thought it was her playing a fucking trick on people. You know what I mean? And I was like, yo, nice balloon. She's like, what are you talking about? I was like, the balloon outside. She's like, what the fuck are you talking about? I'm like, the Pennywise balloon. I'm like, you put that out there, right? She's like, what? So we all walked out there. They're like, what the fuck?
Okay, somebody has to ask it. Does she do the sexy Pennywise?
Oh.
No, actually, she does she does kind of like her own, like, not like the bigger hair. Like, she keeps it a little tighter, but like, yeah, I don't know. She does the violent Pennywise. So
nice.
I'm cool with that.
Doesn't mean it can't be sexy, just saying.
Well, when I did photos with her, she was 17 at the time, so I'm not throwing those words on that. So we're going to reel that back in. So, but you know what? We have one more review, or actually two more reviews in one video, though.
Ooh, let's get to this. This is going to be good.
So
I'm excited.
Haley did not want you to play this.
We had why? Well, I guess we're going to find out. Obviously, they poop all over the
Don't
movie.
apologize.
Kaylee and Anthony from 50 States of Terror.
Don't yuck somebody.
Hello, Gore N More. It's me. It's Kaylee. I'm back just for a quick hello.
And I'm Anthony. We just got done watching Exists, and it was a shit show.
We actually got to watch it with Scuba. Scuba was just here. So we just sent them on their way, and we have some thoughts. So if you don't remember, we have 50 States of Terror, which is a cryptid-based podcast. So Bigfoot is pretty much up our alley.
Yeah, kind of.
But I'm going to let Anthony take over it because he's got some stronger feelings than I do. So hopefully I'll see y'all again soon.
So my biggest gripe is the portrayal of Bigfoot, Sasquatch, however you want to name it. And according to a lot of the leading cryptozoologists out there, two notably being Bob Garrett and Dr. Geis, who were leading anthropologists who turned into cryptozoology in the early 1970s, depicted Sasquatch as a intelligent creature and not this primitive beast of a thing. But the movie does actually portray it being intelligent when it did have that burial scene where there is some type of intelligent thing where it does acknowledge of it being dead and does have this burial kind of thing to acknowledge that its offspring was dead, and that in itself was a really cool thing. But the whole movie by itself, the way the camera shaking, real what the fuck's that movie called? Blair Witch Project. It was like another one of those, but there was two really cool shots. One being the Sasquatch jumping from the cliff onto the camper. That was pretty dope. And the other one that I really enjoyed was depicting the speed of a Sasquatch, which cryptozoologists do believe that it was has superhuman speed because of its strength. And it was running as fast as the bike was pedaling through the woods. That was pretty cool. Overall, the movie was kind of shitty. It's just a horrible fucking movie, but it was entertaining, and the prosthetics of that Sasquatch was, I have to say, was really, really, really cool. When it had the close up, I was thinking that it was going to have like these shitty, costume from like Halloween stores or some shit, but the rest of prosthetics was good. But other than that, I don't know. I'll probably give this movie, with our rating system we have at 50 States of Terror with the Golden Nessies, 1 out of 5 Golden Nessies. This is probably maybe a 2 Golden Nessie. It's where it lacks in, I don't know, the way it was shot, dialogue, and all the other stuff that a movie would bring. The stuff that was really cool about it was the way it did depict the strength, and it did depict the intelligence kind of the Sasquatch. So that's my take on it. Later.
All
That was
right.
fancy.
Well,
Very,
thank you,
very
Anthony.
fancy.
First of all,
like
I
it.
have to say, I love that he actually got into the cryptozoology side of it. Bro, I will eat that shit. I feel like this dude and I could have a really good afternoon, man.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I
this
just want to get you on the
And
show
not to
and
mention-
watch y'all talk.
Not to mention, dude, with his handsomeness of his giant beard and his glasses, I feel like him and I in a random like Bigfoot versus off photo would just be kind of funny. I don't know why. It'd just be like, oh, two giant bearded glass. Hey, but
very handsome.
no, thank you very much, and we're gonna put that in because we review shit out of 5, so that's
absolutely
perfect. So that's a 2 from Anthony and Kaylee as well, because she's on there too. Even though we'll say Anthony though, because
we'll just give it to Anthony because Kaylee
Absolutely.
really
she ducked out on that for sure.
She didn't want it on.
She was like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" And I'm out. Yeah, I would love to, trust me. I've said it many times. I would love to come down and spend a week with Scoobs, just fucking hang out.
That would be a nice, fun trip.
All right, so that was our
Mare, let's go.
That was our reviews. Thank you, Brody. Thank you, the Diaz's. All right, so Chad Daddy, I know you said there wasn't too much behind the curtains.
like I said, I got
So-
3 little things. That's all
That's
I
cool.
got. And
That's cool.
I spent a good amount of time looking, and I even looked to see if there's like a specific cryptozoologist that reviewed exists, and I couldn't find anything.
So that's fine, because I got a little list of stuff, at least that from different Bigfoot events that they did place in this movie. I'm sure Scoops probably knows, but we can go through those after you got what you got, bud.
Okay, so all I've got is at 6'7". This is the second time Brian Steele has played the role of a Bigfoot Sasquatch. He originally played the much friendlier Harry from Harry and the Hendersons TV show, not the film, the TV show.
Duly noted, and still awesome, because the dude's got 2 Sasquatch under the belt.
Yeah, buddy.
Sasquatch.
On different ends of the spectrum too. At that.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Nice and mean as fuck.
night and day, dude. Full out.
See, like I want to think that if I ever come face to face with a Bigfoot, it's going to be the Harry and the Hendersons Bigfoot. That's the Bigfoot I want to exist.
So, and people have had both experiences, and I feel like it also depends on what sex of the species they run into. The females usually tend to be a lot gentler and everything, less like the whole Patty thing. You guys know Patty clearly, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
The original Patty footage.
Oh.
A lot of people think that it's a mom trying to lead these guys away from her young up at a different spot, which theoretically could make sense, right?
Yeah.
Actually,
But with
that
the
would-
males and stuff like that, man, especially if you talk like gorillas and shit, dude, you know, they're territorial, man. They can be. It all depends. You know what I mean? Some of them can, like I said, they'll bluff charge you. They don't really want to fuck with you. They just don't want you near. They're like, go away. So they can go away. Pretty
It's
much.
not sexist, Kaylee. That Bigfoot had titties.
What?
It was a mother Bigfoot.
Patterson.
Patty? Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
She had
Patty had
titties.
titties.
Bro. And she had a dumper on her, man. She had
she been doing them squats, you know.
right? Exactly, dude. Look at them fucking calves, man.
She had them
Calves and them
titties.
thighs.
Oh God.
Now
Fucking
Brody's
Brody.
got the yowie shits, dude. Yeah, man.
Oh, God.
Oh,
Brody's on
thanks,
this
Bro.
moonshine. We trip out. Yeah.
Thanks. Now all I could think of was fucking Tenacious D when
Yes,
they're
and
tripping on
that's
mushrooms.
yes.
That's right. Look at me, got sass can fly. All right, we're not gonna go.
That's another movie.
What
for
else?
another
What
day.
else we got, Chad, Daddy?
The upside down tree shown on the official poster, Mark of the Bigfoot, is still planted at Spiderwood Studios. Filming location for exists. And the only other thing I got is this was filmed in Bastrop County, Texas.
Oh, so it was in
Oh.
Texas still. That's still cool though. That's good.
That's all I could find.
You know what else is
I
in
looked
Bastrop?
and looked.
What's that, buddy?
The gas station.
Oh,
Really?
Yes, sir.
Oh no shit.
So
Yes, sir.
again, why don't we all plan to go to the gas station or Texas Friday?
They have
We can go
cabins.
Sasquatch hunting.
They have cabins there, and you can stay at the cabins
Well, not hunting.
in Bastrop.
I'm down,
Seriously,
man.
we need to plan a trip to go down.
Hell yeah, dude. That sounds awesome. All right. So
Let's go during the
is my
winter.
daddy and he's
Joe
got
Gallo. What's up,
back.
buddy?
Oh my God, Gallo's here. Hi, Gallo. I'm your biggest fan.
All right. So you guys said you're not into Bigfoot stuff like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like listening to anything. That's fine. So that's why I wanted to bring this list in, because there is things that if you listen to a lot of different encounters, like, you know, some things start to happen all the time, or, you know, here and there, like over and over, or whatever. So one is the broken tree right across the road right in the beginning. That's a huge one. And a lot of people have said in encounter stories that they will be walking up a trail, whatever, and then they'll get done hiking that trail, like let's say like an hour later or whatever, and they'll come back down. Then all of a sudden there's a broken tree across the path. But the thing is, the tree usually is not from anywhere alongside the roadway. Like you can't usually find the stump, but it is a fresh break, and it's usually a big enough tree. Like there's been pictures where people are like, we needed cars, like Jeeps, to actually like move this shit because we couldn't roll it. So that was one thing, and that was right when they come right down the path when they obviously you know got to get out of the
Yeah.
truck. The second was the reddish brown, like reddish dark brown hair. That said a lot too, and especially like a lot of people say when they're in the sun, sometimes they'll have like this almost like a orangutan kind of like not like orange, but there's weird like
A red tint.
in color. Yeah. So the tree upside down spiked in the ground. That has also been noted a few different times where people have come back to their campsites and they've had a tree ripped out and it's been stabbed in their campfire. So that's been a from thing.
That's
Obviously,
just Smokey the Bear.
Yeah,
it could be.
It's a bare necessity.
Obviously, you have all the howling and stuff and the footprint, which everybody knows the footprints. And then, like Chad Daddy mentioned, rock throwing. That is huge. Not usually giant ones like this. Like, obviously, this was pissed off rock throwing. But a lot of times, people will say there's pebbles that they'll notice that it'll get like thrown, just come out of fucking nowhere. And they're like, what the fuck?
That's when you
And-
literally get up from your campsite and be like, That's it.
Yep.
Nope,
You can keep the tent. I'm out. Keep it. Bye.
You can keep the cookie. You can keep
So-
the fish that's in there too.
There is another Bigfoot movie that starts like that too, where there's a Bigfoot and he's like he's throwing like pebbles at these people, but then it like really throws this one and hits this dude in the head and he falls down the cliff and blah blah blah.
That's what I was hoping would happen. Like I was all fucking hit him already, Bigfoot. Like god damn.
There's another movie I'll tell you about, but it's not. It's I don't know. It's cool because there's a lot of Bigfoot stuff in it, but then it gets to the point where it's like, oh, this is not that kind of movie that I was expecting. Like this is a little bit.
Oh, does it turn into porn?
No,
That's
Lance
what I'm
Hendricks.
thinking. He's getting
No,
along.
fucking Lance
Yeah.
Hendricks shows up, and apparently we're gonna fight a bunch of fucking random cryptids in whatever the next movie comes out. It's called Big Legend, and it actually
I've
starts
heard of
out-
that movie.
It starts out awesome. It's Predator. It's Sasquatch Predator. That's literally 100%. That's all I gotta fucking say. It's not terrible. It's not the best. It's that good cheese mid-road, I'll say. Oh man. But all right, gentlemen, I say it's time to get into our questions because we're about a fucking hour and 13.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
actually
we
doing a
are
lot
in.
better on this episode than I thought we would be. I thought we'd be like almost dead by now.
Nah, dude, man, we've had a lot of fucking shit to talk about.
Yeah, we had a lot of good discussion here.
So, format, gentlemen, where'd you watch it?
Tubi.
Yeah, Tubi.
YouTube.
Actually, no, free. It was
YouTube as
Amazon
well.
Prime. Amazon
Ooh.
Prime.
I went YouTube because Tubi did not have closed captions.
Of course.
YouTube did, and it seemed more fitting because they talked about YouTube about 18 times in this movie.
That's
so
true.
it actually kind of felt very fitting. I was watching it on YouTube. And even though it had ads like Tubi and everything, I got to skip every ad on YouTube.
Oh, you ass.
I don't think any ads popped up on when we were watching last night at all.
No.
It said
Not
free
in the
with
beginning.
No.
Did it give you some? Really?
It started
I only
off
got
right away.
ad three. I only got it 3 times, but I got to skip each time, and I was like, "Thank you, YouTube. What up?"
Yeah, but Brody said, "Watch Night of the Demon. Bigfoot rips a man's cock off."
Yes, he does,
wild.
and that is why it got put on the video nasties list,
Yeah.
which I'm pretty sure they probably
Was I on that episode, Brody? Because I remember watching that.
I
movie.
feel like you were because
I think I
Hey,
was.
Scoobs.
yes.
Scoobs, they have premium. That's why you didn't see
Oh,
any
okay.
ads.
Oh,
That's why
there you go. Well, my fucking broke ass watched it.
I think they're the only person I know of that pays for that.
I did 1 month for free, and I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
Yeah, I was with Johnny. I did the 1 month free, and I'm like, that's enough.
All right, so douche of the film.
The brothers for not telling them where they couldn't fucking go.
Like we were talking about before, I got to give it to the bitches for burning his beard.
Yeah,
for no
dude,
reason
yeah,
whatsoever.
yeah.
That
You
was
know what?
horrible.
'Cause regardless, like it's a horror situation, so you always got to have somebody like put people in a horror. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But just burning a motherfucker's hair when he's sleeping, that's
Yeah,
just
that's
dirty.
not cool. That is
that
not
is
like-
terrible. That is terrible.
Because like that's how you like what, dude? Like what if that thing really fucking caught?
Yeah,
you know what I
that's
mean?
what I was
Like,
worried about.
What if
If
he
you
had
had
like
product,
cologne or
what if you had
aftershave?
Beard oil or something in there.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck?
Oh man. But you know what? Brody made a very good case for Brian.
He
Because
did,
like
he did.
even though I did like him, he was kind of sleazy, and he admitted he was sleazy because when he was filming his friends about the fuck, he was like, "Oh man, I should not be doing this."
But
And
that's,
I'm like, "Wait a
that's
minute."
why. That's why to me, he and his brother, because they didn't say anything. they're the
I'm gonna
douches.
say Brian because, bro,
That-
like all this
that's fair.
shit's happening and you're recording it. Like,
You filmed
I don't
it,
know,
yeah.
man. I could understand if, like, like it was from the point of view of the cameras that he left out, or if he had set up trail cams or some shit.
But
But
isn't that always a trope in every camera movie of like somebody bitching at the person for they're like, dude,
Yeah.
why are you still
Yeah.
recording this shit? You need
Yeah.
and they're like, because people
say
need
Blair
to
Wit-
fucking
yeah.
know. You know what I mean?
Blair-
Like there's
Blair
always
Witch
a
had that.
reason. Yeah.
What is it? Cloverfield had that too, and I want to say,
Yeah.
I
So
almost
did,
want to say, I think
I just
Diary
feel
of the
like
Dead
it's a
had
trope.
that too.
Hell House
I
did.
believe you're
also.
right.
Yeah,
Hell House.
I mean South
Like
Park
I said,
had it
I
for
think
their
it's just a
Cloverfield episode.
trope of the
Yeah,
genre.
of the
like,
genre,
you know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah. Which, you know what? I understand why they definitely didn't like it, especially Anthony, because like he clearly does not like found footage movies at all.
Yeah.
No,
No, and I love found footage movies, and it just still just didn't.
That's
I don't know,
fair.
it just
Hey, man.
didn't do
it's
it.
fair.
Different strokes for different folks, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm still going to continue to watch it.
just like Haley said, never yuck a yum.
Never
Never
yuck
yuck
somebody's
someone else's yum.
All right, continuing on. Favorite kill? I mean, they were
Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with neck choke hold, dude. Like with that girl that he just fucking threw.
Yeah, where he's holding her against like the fucking. You see, just see
No.
her
I got even though it was off screen, we got a part 7 kill.
Oh my god, we did. And what am I'm brain farting though because I know it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, the black dude getting slammed against a tree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say my favorite kill was Baby Sass.
Oh,
Because if it wasn't for Baby Sass getting killed, nobody else would have died.
That's like saying your favorite kill is a dog getting run over. God,
That's a terrible person if they ever say
that's
that.
horrible.
But you are, J Booth. You're my little Baby Sass.
Dude, I am totally watching Pick a Destiny tonight. I don't give a shit. You know what? Scoob and I, we're gonna do this is what we gotta do, buddy. Let's have random, like, you go live on Twitch, and can we watch movies on that or no?
I don't think so. We can do it on Facebook though.
All right.
Actually, I think you can because I thought somebody.
Maybe
I thought somebody bootlegged Multiverse of Madness about a month ago and put it on there, and they ended up getting banned for it.
Well, I don't want to get banned.
Yeah, we don't.
Right. He just got it.
banned.
Well, keep in mind that was like
all right. My
wasn't,
idea
like,
was
released
just,
then, so.
we watch the movie and sing along the whole fucking time to it.
Yeah. Because it's the path of destiny.
Fucking right, dude. Cock push-ups. All you need is one.
Just
best scene.
When he's tearing apart the cabin for me.
No. After he fucking throws the goddamn camper down and he fucking does that leap onto it. That was so fucking satisfying. And that, I was like, that was badass. That was fucking dope.
That, I'm going to agree. But are you including the whole camper roll?
Yeah, the whole camper roll and everything.
Because I love how that was filmed, dude. Because I just thought that was filmed. Because think about it, man. That was easy as fuck. You go get a cheap ass fucking camper, then we're just gonna fuck the shit out of it. Dude. You know what I mean? Like same thing with the car. And yeah, dude. And then the land, like that was just like, if that's not a fucking butthole puckering or shit your pants, like I don't know, dude.
It was just dope. Like just seeing like, I props to them, to the fucking stunt team that fucking pulled that off, because that was fucking dope. That was shot fucking awesome.
Chad Daddy?
I gotta go with the Sasquatch bull rush through the smoke after the fireworks. That scared the piss out of me.
That is the one part I jumped.
You thought something was gonna happen, but when it happened like that fast,
because you're not used to. All right, like out of all movies we watch, you're not used to something running that fucking fast,
and it was
right
there.
Yeah. You're talking. This thing's fucking. Dude, he's probably doing like 20, 30 miles an hour.
Oh,
man.
fuck yeah, he's fucking moving. That's why when he's ripping through the cabin, one of my favorite shots is he's not here. 2 seconds later, the eye is right there with his teeth. I'm like, oh, you son of a bitch.
Although my second favorite shot was right when he first came to the cabin. You can hear him rooting around outside trying to get in. Because that's, like I said, that was the part that made me, maybe I want to
laugh. Where they showed the face in the window?
Yeah.
Like, hey, how's it going?
hey, how y'all doing in there?
Before he did his Kool-Aid Man impression, it was just like, hey, oh yeah. But first he's got to chuck a bitch, like, whoa. But oh man.
And come on, how could they possibly not know what that noise was when he's tearing the fucking truck apart?
Oh, they knew.
Yeah, they knew.
They didn't want to know.
The brothers knew when they heard it howling when they were sleeping in the truck. And that's why the other one was like, dude, shut up and turn that shit off. And it's like, no, man. There's clearly a fucking Sasquatch out there. I'm telling everybody, and I don't give a shit what they fucking think. Listen. Ta-da. Like, and that's my wife's like, that would be you. You would be the asshole. Like, especially when they're in the cabin and they listen to the car getting destroyed. She's like, you would be the asshole to open the window so you could hear it better. I'm like, fuck yeah, I would. I want to know what the fuck's going on. Like, that's the dad instinct in me too. I'm like, I just need to know.
It's like, I need to know what's going on.
All right, opening scene, hook you in. Yeah, man, they hit a fucking baby.
Absolutely, they hit a fucking baby Sasquatch. Like, yeah.
And some bitch was burning her fucking dude's beard. Like, what the fuck,
bitch?
Thank God.
It still makes me mad. I don't know why that just literally angers me.
I still give them douche the film. I don't care.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I agree. Most attractive character.
The redhead.
Yeah, the redhead. I mean, yeah.
But yes,
But the other one wasn't bad, but definitely gonna give it to the redhead.
No, you got to give that to the redhead. That's yeah.
sass.
We got side boob too, so I was okay with it.
We did.
Got a little
We
side
did.
boob.
Did the score set the mood? There was
I
no
didn't
score.
even pay
There is
attention.
no
No,
score.
didn't really hear
It's
one.
found footage. There really isn't
Right,
much to
no
talk
score.
about there.
Nope. I mean, unless we're talking about Brian's fucking Sasquatch calls at night.
That was the best song. That's
I
best
mean,
song.
I'll tell you right now.
So yeah,
That's
man, I
an
just got to call it.
That's an award-winning
Fucking
song.
scene is ridiculous, dude. That's one of those ones when you're trying to watch a movie at night when your kids are sleeping that pisses you off because it goes quiet, loud, quiet, loud.
Yes,
You sit there with the volume, you're like, "Fuck you!" Like, stop it. All right, best song can't be favorite
Can't do.
character.
Bigfoot.
Sasquatch.
Dude, Sasquatch, man. Fucking A, dude.
Fucking killed its
Scary?
baby, you rat
Was it
bastards.
scary? You know what?
Yeah, it had some moments.
It made me jump. It made me jump.
It
That's
made
all I
me
gotta
jump.
It was
say.
very unnerving.
It made me jump, so yeah, why not?
You don't have
You
to
know
like it in order for the
No, I don't. No, but it is. But it was. I mean, I jumped.
Yeah.
As much as I didn't like the movie, I
Right.
still jumped. You know what I mean?
Which-
So yeah, it was.
I gotta say, that's a rare one.
Yes, it
That
is.
we can actually all say that this was
We
legitimately
jumped.
scary without having to actually say we're thinking about that. It's just mentally. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
no, man. Chad literally wanted to lock his door.
I did.
He was like, "Fuck this shit," because that's the fucking thing about Sasquatch, dude. You don't. If you haven't seen one, you just
You
don't
don't.
know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's
Yeah.
so much shit out there. You're always kind of like, huh, even a little bit. He even announced, "Oh shit, I jumped."
Because I was making fun of Mel. I was making fun of Mel because she had just jumped at something that happened beforehand. And then fucking
Okay.
Sasquatch came running through the smoke, and I was like, "Oh shit, I just jumped."
Was it the loud? Was it just because the firework was loud? Maybe was it?
I
like
don't
the
remember
boom?
why she jumped. She jumped at something. I was making fun of her because she's like so easily scared in
Fair enough.
horror movies. So yeah,
Fair enough. All right. Does it hold up today? I mean, it came out in 2014. So
Yeah.
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 It's not that old.
yeah.
Acting. All right.
I
I
mean,
don't like it.
You didn't like
I
it.
don't.
I
I
don't
thought
like
it
it.
was. I mean, they're not Oscar winners. They're also not
Well, you know what?
people. I
Maybe
recognize.
because I hate them so much.
I think
Because
maybe
they
that's what it
acted-
is, dude.
Because
I
they
think that's what it is,
gave
yep.
off that
Yeah.
Austin. Okay,
Definitely.
the acting was good because I hated them. I hated them. So
you know what?
yeah.
Think of it like the people from TCM 22. Like the
yeah,
people.
I hated those motherfuckers too.
Right.
So yeah,
Oh,
right.
God.
See? Okay. Yes.
That's
the
true.
acting
Hated
was
them.
good.
See, this is why I love this show, dude, because a lot of times we could just fucking reel each other around each way. All right.
Oh, God. Let's just go back to Texas Chainsaw for a second, just because that girl with the fucking eyebrows.
Yo, let's not talk about her eyebrows. They were terrible. I'm kidding. She
What?
was a bitch.
Fucking eyebrow girl.
I'm
Dude,
so.
she got pooped on. She got pooped on, man. Come on.
I mean,
That's
all I'm gonna say though is I'm so
Good.
happy of her. I'm so happy of her death, and he just shows the head like, yeah, I did that. It's like, yes, you did. And
He's like, thank you so much.
I know
I've done
everybody's
it
like, oh,
earlier.
that's so sad. It's like we're over here like, thank you.
No, dude, it was awesome. I love that ending. I love that ending so
Yeah.
much, dude. And everybody like gives a shit. I'm like, no, because honestly, like the fact that she's stuck in a smart car driving away while this shit goes down is very reminiscent of the first one, where she's just in the back of the truck, just driving away from this. Yeah, I don't know.
And
I love it.
I'm
Yeah,
so
I-
happy
I-
that they announced we're either getting one or two more. So it's
Two
really
more.
interesting.
I thought they
Yeah,
just came
they
right
said
out the
two.
bat and said two.
Well, yeah.
I mean, he does
will-
go back home at the end.
I
of the
mean, they're going
credits.
to say two, but I want to see what happens with the first one they release, and let's see if they do that second one. You never know because everything fucking changes every 10
Well, I'm going to say that
seconds.
he goes back home, and then there's going to be a bunch of sheriffs coming in at his shit. So then it's going to be like, I mean, they kind of made him very Jason-esque at the end of it.
They
He was
did,
taking
they did.
bullets and setting traps and fucking.
They did the same shit with Michael Myers too.
Yeah,
It's that blood diet.
what are you gonna do when you keep rebooting shit? It's 'cause, it just happens. Anyways, gentlemen, cinematography of this movie, it's found footage. It's kind of all like I didn't.
But I will say, of a found footage movie, this one was actually very clean.
Yes.
Yes,
even for
it
the
was
shaky
clean.
cam, yes,
It was very
the
clean.
fact that
I did like that. I like that very much, actually.
I like, and like Brody said, they stuck to the found footage where they could have used dollies and
yes.
and
But
cranes
see,
and
that
everything.
shit
And they didn't.
pisses me off when they do that crap, dude. Because then it's like,
Mhm.
no, man, like you lost me in it because now you just
Yeah.
made it a normal movie. There was no
Yeah.
point of making it found footage. All right, and then last but not least, did you like the premise?
Yeah,
I
because we
did,
need more
yeah.
Bigfoot movies. We need more scary
yeah, dude.
Bigfoot movies.
Yeah, there's not enough, and the ones that exist out there aren't that good.
I
So,
see. Oh, he did it. He said the
He
thing.
said the name.
all right, gentlemen, recycle, rewind, remake, or reboot. I'm just gonna rewind this shit because I
Yeah,
love
I
it.
would
I
rewind it. It was
If
fun.
I would, if I,
He's
if
gonna
this,
throw it in the trash. I already know that's fine.
I mean, for me, if I were to say reboot, I would be like change a couple of that little crap we were talking about. That's just about it.
I agree. I agree. We do need more cryptid movies. What's the
Yeah.
oh my god,
Antlers
dude.
was a
And
good
I'm sure
one.
you guys
Wait,
know.
or
What's
I
the
don't think
one
so.
where it's like it's supposed to be a really tall thing that hides in the woods?
Antlers?
Like no, not
Wendigo?
that's no, not a Wendigo. This is like it's specifically hides behind trees, but it's supposed to be like 12 or like 15 foot tall, and it's supposed to be like almost look like a tree, but what the fuck? I don't know.
Flatwoods Monsters. No, what is? Oh, she's saying we need a movie about the Flatwood Monsters.
Oh, okay. There you
The
go.
Flatwoods monster was an alien anyway.
Yeah.
All right.
I
So
think the other one is that she mentioned too, the Hopkinsville Goblin.
Yeah, you're not thinking of Slender Man, are you? That's what Kaylee said.
no.
No, Slender Man's Slender Man's fucking
I'll-
creepypasta.
I want to say it's like the Hideaway or something. It's called or
I don't know why I keep
not
thinking
Rake.
of Wendigo,
Rake
but
is
it's
something
you
different.
said it's not that.
The Rake's another creepy pasta.
Yeah.
I don't think I
What
saw
the fuck, dude? I'll think of it. Anyways, let's rate this fucking bitch. So we got a 3.2 from Brody. We have a 2 from Anthony. Bobby, what you got, buddy?
Actually, I will honestly give this a 3.5.
5. Scuba.
I'm gonna give it
Honest.
yesterday I said I was gonna give it a 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a 2.5.
All right. Great, solid, dead center.
All right then. I gotta
Dark
say
Lord?
I'm with Bobby. You know, that's a 3.5 for me.
3.5. And I also agree. I would say it's a 3.5. Like, I'm not going to go ridiculous and be like, oh, it's a 5 because it's Bigfoot. No. No. I'm going to be, I really enjoy this movie. It's not like it's a top 5 by any means, but it's definitely one where I'm like, fuck yeah, dude, throw it on. I'm watching it. All right.
Don't shame me because that's how I judge the movies. Okay, don't shame me
What?
because I'm like, oh,
He was speaking in your
I was all, oh, it has this. It's a 5. Maniac Cop's a 5.
Oh, I'm not shaming you.
Hey, Maniac Cop 2 almost was a 5, damn it.
It was, yeah.
It was a 5.
And it earned it. It earned it. I love that movie.
All right, so we got to divide this mother liquor by 6. Ooh.
Bobby,
3
quit
point-
jizzing on the camera.
You know what? It's a solid 3.
Sorry.
All right.
That's
That's
fair.
not, that's decent.
Solid 3
But,
for
all
2014.
right, but real quick, I got to ask this because I got 2 experts here, and obviously Kaylee jump in the comments. Cryptids. Now, when you guys say cryptids, again, I'm not a Bigfoot enthusiast. I know Bigfoot,
Yeah,
but-
Bigfoot's just
so
like
when you say cryptids, and you say you want cryptid movies, what are some that you would definitely be like, yes, we would love to have that? Ones that stand out because I don't know what all of them are.
well, you already said one.
Another
you said
Mothman.
You said Wendigo.
Well, Wendigo had one already, so that's why I'm
Yeah.
asking. For
No,
others.
no,
There have been a
I'm
few
saying-
different Wendigo ones.
Right.
Well, the newest
Mothman
one
is easily one.
right?
Honestly, what is what's the frogmen of what the fuck was it? I think that would be cool. Apparently there was this place where like for a while they were seeing like these like 5-foot frog people come out of this fucking swamp, dude. Like,
Kaylee
What's
said
a
the
snout?
Snallygaster.
What's Snally? What is that? I'm asking. I'm
oh,
not-
what's up, Tim? How you doing, bud? Yeah, there you go.
Damn.
Jersey Chupacabra.
Howdy,
Jersey Devil.
Tim.
Jersey Devil.
See,
Uh,
okay, Jersey Devil needs a good movie.
I mean, you could do a Skinwalker. You could do fuck, man. Like there's so many cryptids. It's ridiculous.
So the Snallygaster is kind of
Turn
like
into
a
somewhat
dragon-like-
supernatural to catch them.
Yeah. Turn into somewhat supernatural, or 50 States of Terror.
Mm-hmm.
So the Snallygaster is kind of like a dragon-like cryptid. I mean,
essentially, Loch Ness would be a cryptid, even.
yeah,
You know what I
Loch
mean?
Ness
Like,
is a cryptid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Nelly.
Nessie.
Jesus, Nelly is also a cryptid. He doesn't exist anymore. The Band-Aid can't.
I would love a great Chupacabra movie. Like,
Yeah, Chupacabra.
I want to see a Chupacabra movie, but see it done like Tremors.
Yeah. Or like Critters.
Yeah.
So desolate wasteland, like desolate little town of like 15 people.
Somewhere
Yeah,
in like Mexico
exactly.
or something.
Yeah.
Or like the
alright.
border. Like on the
Yeah,
border.
that's why I said
Or-
Tremors, because that just fits in that setting.
Or do
right
we
there,
go
you know?
Dust Till Dawn and we throw some titties in there?
Yeah,
I mean, you can't go wrong with that.
You can never go wrong
Chupacabra
with
titties.
titties.
Robert, you guys give us a Chupacabra movie.
Oh, the crops.
If that
killer.
fucking
Yeah, I've
happens,
heard
dude,
that
I'm
one.
gonna be bloody disgusting. Somehow gets on the fucking.
Yeah, they're
man.
gonna do an article on cryptids. You watch cryptid movies.
I don't consider humanoid hybrids to be actually cryptids or aliens, even, but they. Yeah. Okay. So
I'd have to do some research because I've
are
forgotten.
we talking
about
like?
a lot
Are we
of
talking
the-
about humanoid hybrids like pre-Great Flood, like that kind of stuff, or
You mean like the Bible Great Flood?
Yeah.
yeah, dude.
Nephilim.
It literally,
Nephilim.
you're right. So
Fucking
that-
Nephilim, bro.
This is okay. So that's a theory that Bigfoot is a descendant of Nephilim. The whole idea,
So-
okay, take the idea of the Greek gods just fucking anything and then turning it into like weird half things. This is the idea of what fallen angels did, and they just started going fucking hog wild and fucking everything. Essentially, making cross DNA species and all this
Especially-
weird shit. And then
especially if
that's
you
why
think
God
about-
was like, nope, whoop, fucking
So
watch
right
this
there-
shit.
Especially if you're going by the original biblical description of angels, where they had like
Correct.
1,000 eyes and like 6
Correct.
sets of wings and all sorts of weird shit.
So I just heard this theory that the reason, and
Kaylee's
the
like, "Stop
only
it."
reason that the Great Flood occurred, and the only reason that Noah and his family were the only humans saved, was because their bloodline was the only one that was not mixed with Nephilim DNA.
Correct. Now, this is gonna get fucking way deeper than fucking Bigfoot, dude. But the whole idea with the whole like Nephilim like race and crossbreeding and everything is that's the whole idea of like kings and people in power and shit like that. This goes into the whole weird. This is a whole weird, different other conspiracy theory.
That goes down.
It's
That
like
goes down a very
fucking
deep rabbit
Yeah,
hole right there.
dude. Big time. And there's some scary fucking shit in there, dude. When you get into there and you're just sometimes, at least for me, I can only speak for myself. I get into that shit and then I got to take a deep breath and step back because it's sometimes it hits a little too hard and you're like, I don't know where I'm reaching on this, dude, but I don't know.
And then you get worried that you're reading too deep and you're like,
right, because then you start
maybe
second guessing yourself a little bit, but obviously you got to keep an open mind because, like, you know, you got to have your own opinion on certain. But
I want
once
to hear. I
again,
want to
man,
hear
like-
you guys with Kaylee and them go nuts on this because now I so want to hear this.
Well, apparently it's gonna happen. So,
Yeah.
all right. So, fuck all this. Let's talk about the juiciness that we are gonna watch next week. Chad Daddy.
Next week is one of my all-time favorites. We get to see Betty White cursing up a storm. We are watching Lake Placid.
Lake Placid. Fuck yeah. Hell
Get
yeah.
some Betty
Bill
White
Bill
action.
Pullman and
I know.
Betty White.
I know the girlfriend's gonna want to watch that one because she loved Betty White.
Who
I mean,
doesn't
well,
love Betty White?
I was about to say, if you don't love Betty White,
Bro.
fuck you.
All right.
Fuck you.
So everybody, Gorehounds, catch Lake Placid.
Yeah,
Gentlemen,
and keep in mind it's and I don't know how many of our listeners are outside the country, but it is Independence Day for us, so it is a federal holiday and one of our biggest federal holidays. So please try to tune in for it. But if you have other plans, that's understandable. Just make sure you listen to the audio version when it becomes available.
Hell yeah, we will be here. And Lake Placid is on Tubi for free right now, as well as everywhere else.
And it is on demand for free too.
Hell
Yeah, fuck
yeah.
you.
Fucking Bob.
right? Fucking magic on demand.
Wait.
Bobby's like
wave his
fucking
magic
Doctor
wand.
Strange. He's just like, "What's up?"
He just pulled the multiverse.
Fucking right, dude.
What's your
Oh,
shirt size, Bobby? So I can make you a shirt that just says it's on demand.
You could do XL or a
That's
double
our
XL,
next
either
shirt.
one.
That's our next shirt.
It's on demand.
Brody, do not fucking tease me, buddy. Because
Brody, I will fucking take time off of work, bro. Don't play with my
Right?
emotions.
I just
Like-
want to go.
Sorry, Sorry, Brody, you're not allowed to move to America. You got to save some pussy for the rest of us Americans.
Yes. No way.
He steps off that plane, panties are gonna drop.
You
Cowboy
kidding me? They're
hat
gonna
and all.
fly off the plane.
All right.
You're gonna open the plane and it's just gonna be moisture. Just,
Yeah. Oh,
you're gonna get
Whoa.
that stank. You're gonna smell that stank.
going there, huh?
And he's gonna say this to the stewardess, be like, "Have a good day, mate," and she'd be like, "Oh."
He's
Yo,
going
so
to impregnate women just by looking at them.
Jesus fuck. Oh man. All right, so gentlemen, is there anything to get nerdy on?
Yes, I said this before we started. I'm actually very excited about it because it's one of my favorite movies or one of my favorite franchises. So Tommy Lee Wallace is going to be doing a book on the production of Halloween 3.
Ooh, oh, nice.
So I've heard so many things about it. So now I'm like, oh, what did we not hear that could go in this book? Because I've also listened to those other books, the ones that talk about all the sequels.
Mhm.
Forgive me, I do not remember the names, but they get really in depth as sequels that didn't get made and how the sequels we got made from where we didn't get made. There were some cool ideas for Halloween 4 and 5 and 6 that were like, that would have been actually very cool to see. So I'm curious as to how the Halloween 3 book will be done by Tommy Lee Wallace.
Now, is it by the same publisher that made this Halloween? I think it's called Halloween Unmade or something like that. Is the one book?
Wait, hold on. I have it here in my
Halloween Unmade.
Hold on. I have it in
Was
my
that
Audible.
the same people that did like the Ghostbusters, all like the big?
So the name of those books are actually called Taking Shape, which is the sequels.
Oh, okay.
And then the second one is Taking Shape 2, the Unmade sequels. Basically,
that's it. I was thinking of a different books. I think it's King Kong Unmade. It's about a bunch of Kong movies that never got made.
But for Halloween fans, I'm sure they all know. If you guys haven't checked those books out, do check them out. They get really in depth.
Sweet.
But that's some of my big news. Anybody else got anything?
I would just like to throw out that this past weekend was the 40th anniversary of one of our all-time favorites, my personal all-time favorite horror movie, John Carpenter's The Thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic fucking movie.
Absolutely.
And they're bringing that shit back to theaters for a minute.
Yes, they are. And apparently they had to issue an apology and order a bunch of refunds because the print that they were using was in the wrong aspect ratio.
Really? No shit.
That's what the Boss Man does. One of the things we talked about Saturday.
No shit.
Yeah.
Was it supposed to be, I guess, like a 4K or what was
that? I don't remember exactly.
Okay.
But that'd be the resolution, but it was like the aspect ratio itself was wrong.
Okay.
Fair
Interesting.
enough.
I did see they said Sony's Madam Web is gonna, or they just casted Emma Roberts. I'm assuming as Madam Web. I don't know.
Madam Web's supposed to be old though.
Yeah, but it's okay. I'm sorry. Let me look. Unconfirmed role. So I don't know where. I don't even know where they're gonna go with the Madam Web.
So far, everybody that they've cast has been nothing but females. So are they going?
Are they going like Silk and shit? Like
I don't know.
I would assume it's like Spider Woman, Silk. But I thought Silk. I thought they were doing Silk as a. What?
Is it? No, is Spectre one? No, Spectre. Dude, there's so many Spider-Man people. I lose all of them. But so who else? I mean, there's Spider-Girl, Spider-Woman.
Maybe she'll be Spider-Gwen.
You probably
Spider-Gwen. She goes by Ghost Spider now.
Ghost Spider, yeah.
That's probably what you're thinking.
And then
because there's been a couple different Spider Women. There was
yes,
the original Jessica Drew, then Julia Carpenter. Then there was a young girl. Then there was an evil Spider Woman, and now it's very confusing.
There was an evil one. I don't remember that. All right, sweetness. Yeah, that was pretty much all I've seen. Anything else, gentlemen, or is that about it?
I mean, I got one more little quick because I'm an Ozzy Osbourne fan. He did release his newest single, Patient Number 9, this past week. I enjoyed the song. I think it's going to be a good album. So if you didn't hear that, check it out too.
Didn't Megadeth also just put out a single last week?
Yes, they did.
Really?
I haven't heard it yet, but I need to look that up.
You say Patient Number 9?
It's called Patient. He called the song Patient Number 9.
Yo, you guys ever listen to the song Number 9?
No.
Yeah.
I know which one you mean. Revolution Number 9 by the Beatles. It's like a really weird, fucked up song.
It is.
Is that the one? If you play it backwards, all they say is "Paul is dead" over and over again, or something.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
No, that's the one.
I was 3 hours into a shroom trip, and my buddy put that shit on. That was fucking weird as fuck, dude. I would never suggest doing that. That was just my PSA for the day.
PSA for the day: do not be on a shroom trip with Revelation Number 9,
or at least make sure you know what your buddies are gonna fucking do while you're. Oh man,
that's all I got.
So yeah, I don't. Other than that, I don't think there's anything else that I can personally think of.
Nothing I can think of either. Then. It's been a pretty quiet week as far as announcements or anything like that. I mean, we did briefly touch on the fact that Netflix wants to make Texas Chainsaw sequels.
Yes,
we did. They do,
and it was confirmed for 2, right? Or they were just speculating for 2.
I think they're planning for 2, but I'm not 100. I don't know if that's 100%.
I don't think.
I
don't think it was confirmed. I think it was like we want to do 2. We definitely have 1, but we want to do 2.
When you said Netflix, Umbrella Academy season 3 dropped. If anybody watches that show, also if you have not seen the latest episode of The Boys,
the Hero-gasm one, I've heard some shit, dude. Heard some stuff.
I heard they said that episode was not suitable for any audience whatsoever.
Yeah, right.
Amazon had to start a standards and practice department specifically for that episode.
Are you serious? Oh my god, I gotta watch this show.
It's.
I don't know if that makes me want to watch it or not want to watch it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know if I have to. I don't really have to.
You do.
Nah.
No children in the room. You have to watch it.
But that means I got to put in work on 3 or 2 other fucking seasons just to get to that point.
Well, how many? The show's great. It's a great fucking show.
How many episodes are in a season?
I'm not going to say it's not.
It's not.
Like
it's not.
8.
They're not big. Yeah, they're like 8 or 10 episodes.
Yeah.
So you could.
But they are hour-long episodes, so they're not.
Right.
Really,
Same, Brody? It did. It was not.
Seemed normal to me. Fucking.
I went in expecting some like crazy shit, and I saw it, and it was crazy shit. But I was like, "What are people mad about?" And then I'm like, "Damn, I'm fucking twisted. Like I am fucked up in the head." Yeah.
Sorry, I got excited again. Sorry, it came on the camera.
Oh, and I guess the last little horror nugget of nerdiness. Cavity Colors is going to be dropping some Chucky shit.
Yes, they are, and the design looks fucking sick.
Fuck yeah, it does, dude. Because it's part 3. It's part 2. Yeah, it's like the chop.
It's 2 and 3. I love the 3.
Oh no, yeah, that is 3 because he's got the gun
that was
belt.
3.
That's Jesus Christ.
Same, Brody.
I only wish I was part of Hero-gasm.
Same.
Air or sky, sky or land.
I don't know why, but I've never not watched this. I don't know why I have a vision in my head, and I'm not really sure what I want.
It's a fucked up show, dude. Gallo like sat me down and like showed me just segments of it here and there, trying to get me to really watch it. And I'm just like, I don't watch shows, dude. Like, I'm not saying it.
Okay, so you're not gonna watch it. Are any of you gonna watch it? Just so I can. Get one spoiler.
I would like to, so I gotta just sit down and do it. That's my.
Go ahead, because it's gonna take a while for me to get to that.
Homeboy fucks an octopus.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
The deep. No, he's like balls deep in this fucking octopus. Like balls fucking deep. And then all I could think was, yep, Aquaman fucks fish. He's got to. He's got to be fucking fish. Like,
yo, man, there's probably just rednecks out there putting their dick in a carp, man. That's not like, dude, it's not that far off if Aquaman's.
No, and there's
Aquaman's part ocean, right?
There's a lot of other shit that goes on. That was just the part where I was just like, God damn it. Like, what the fuck am I watching? This is so
but
great.
at the same time, 30 seconds later, you were like, huh, wonder what that would feel like.
30 seconds later, like, huh, an octopus, huh? All right.
They have beaks.
So,
okay.
Nope. Maybe he just likes a biter.
None of us
said no man ever. Said no man ever.
Yeah, said no man ever.
Go fuck yourselves. I'm standing right here, right now.
What?
Okay, maybe that's what? That's another podcast.
Okay, barely scraping the teeth I can see, but biting?
Yeah, barely scraping is fine.
Gotta keep.
Why are we talking about this?
I love how confident you are too. You're just like,
He's like, "Yep, I like it. Fuck you guys.
Whatever, dude.
I'm not gonna apologize."
So you're just telling us Jen's a
oh,
bite.
that's fucking great. That's fucking
Saying
great.
I enjoy it.
And that's the
Anyways,
show.
That's
right.
it.
So,
Good night, everybody.
join us next week for Lake Placid, the deliciousness of Betty White and Bill Pullman. Bobby, you want to start us off?
This is your killing machine, Bobby Amon, saying we will see you on Independence Day because it'll be Amity, the beaches will be open, and we'll all have a wonderful time.
Yeah. This is your host with the Ghost Prince of the Paranormal, the Duke of the Dead, the Ghost Daddy himself, Lord Scuba Cabra, saying, see you next week.
Yeah, this is your Dark Lord of Knowledge, your Chad Daddy, saying, "Get ready for the beach. We're going to Lake Placid next week, bitches."
Yeah. And I'm the not so mean Fluff Master Supreme, Big Johnny D, saying adios, Gorehounds. And remember, stay fresh, cheese bags.
Yeah.